Hello everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Wonder. Alright, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself, and then you can join along once I move over to Sharpie. So don't worry about if you can't see this yet. This is totally for me, and then you'll be able to follow along once I switch over. But I'm just having fun with this right now, just trying to think of a good pose. And I think I've got one in mind, so I'm trying to see how this is going to work. I don't know 100% what I'm going to do. I kind of got an idea. So I'm just playing around with it, seeing where it's taking me. And then we'll see what happens. And that's what sketching is, right? Just practice, practice, practice. Practice, practice, practice. And I think this might work out. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm thinking about like a bowing pose, you know? Like ta-da! Something like that. So to do that, I have to make this toe like pointed out. And let's see. I also have to think of her kind of squished over, you know, because she's bowing, you know. Okay, I think that's going to work for the leg, because one's going to be kind of pointed out. So I think that's what I'm going to do with this one. And I think that'll work for this. Okay. Okay. So let's see. So can I have this hand down? Let's see, how can I do this? Because I want to do, I mean, I don't want to not draw the cool arm that she's got, you know? So I figure like a nice bowing pose would be a nice way to feature it. Because it's the standard, what do you call it? Trooper pose, or trooper skin, you know? But it's made up to look cool. Uh-oh, the paper's moving. I gotta tape down. So I'm trying to make something different with it, you know? Like this. And the fingers will be bent in. Okay, I think that'll work. I think that'll work. Now I just have to, let's see, get this looking right. Because that's the tricky thing about making it up as I go. It's fun. I get to draw whatever I want. But I also don't have this to look at. You know, I'm just kind of guessing at what is going to be bent over where. So unfortunately, it does take me a little bit longer to draw. And I apologize about the length sometimes, because this is fun, but I don't want to bore you, because it's taking so long to draw this out. Alright, I think that's going to work. Let me draw the hand real fast. Yeah, and I think I'm just going to have the fingers out. You know, like a ta-da! Something like that. So now that means, let me just draw a head for her real fast, and the head's going to be looking up. But not too up, you know, because her head is going to be bowed down just a little bit. And I have to make sure I account for that. Okay. Ooh, I like that. It's working so far, working so far. Let's see. I'm going to raise up her bangs just a little bit because I had them a little bit too low. Let's see. Okay, I think that's good. I think I'm ready. I think I want to start inking now. Yeah, let's get going. So I'm going to switch over to Sharpies. And, oh, you know what? Let me draw her chin real fast just to make sure. Yeah, because the face, I need to get the face pointed just right. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the Sharpies. I'm going to start off with, I have the Sharpie fine point, but I have a Sharpie pen. Oops, I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to use this to get the details of the face right, because I can control it much easier than that big Sharpie. So here, let me work. I got the eyes wrong. I can already see. So I'm going to try to just eyeball this and get it right with the Sharpie pen. So I'm going to draw the brow like this, or not the brow, the top of the eye like that. I think that's going to work because I didn't quite have it like that. Yeah, that'll work. I had them like straight, but her head was bent down, so they need to be, yeah, they need to be more slanted like that, you know? So now I'm going to take this Sharpie and I'm going to try to draw a little bit of makeup on there. You know, the little cat eye makeup. But I'm not going to draw the bottom of the eyelid because I'm going to lose the detail if I do that with this. So I'm just going to leave it like it is, and maybe I'll add a little bit of the actual pupil. But this bleeds so much, especially on something that tiny, it's all going to disappear. So I'm trying not to do that. So let's keep it simple, okay? So let's draw her eyebrows. Man, I cannot think of words today. You know I do this all the time. I'm not working my words right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and draw the top of her nose. And here I'm just going to go ahead and draw it out because most of the time I just draw like some nostrils and a couple lines. Well, now you can kind of see the whole thing because of the way she's bent over. So I'm just going to do that whole thing. Okay. And there's her top lip, bottom lip, and I'm going to draw her chin right here. That'll help guide me as to where everything's going to be. And bring it up to here, about right there where my sketch is, because that's where her hair is going to be. Okay? Same thing over here. And it's more of a pointed chin because, again, she's looking down like that, so you can see more of the point of the chin than the roundness of the cheeks. Does that make sense? Good. All right, so now I'm going to draw her bangs going across like that, and I should probably switch over to the big Sharpie, but let's just keep it like this. So I'm going to draw the top of her hair coming down like this to the point. And again, I like this Sharpie because I can control the thickness much more. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing over here on this side, and this is just to make sure I have the roundness and the shape of it the way I want. And then I'll come back and do the other side. And I like that. I like where it's going. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the rest of her hair. So I'm going to come around, bring it to a point, a nice happy point that I'm happy with. I'm going to draw it around like this, and then I'm going to go back to the top of her head. This Sharpie. Guys, Sharpie, you're letting me down. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing over here just to make sure I have it cohesive and have it do it so it's all looking the same, you know? Because if I were to come back later and not have the same like muscle memory, it could be off. And so I like that. It's actually working out much better by doing it one at a time or together, you know, instead of doing this and then come back over here. All right, so I'm going to come back around here for the roundness of her head, come down and hit it like that. All right, I like that. So I'm going to go and I'm going to thicken this up just a bit because, again, I'm about to switch over to this fine Sharpie, which is not fine at all. It's super thick. So it looks odd to me when I have so so unbalanced thick and thin. I like to balance it. I like to be in control of what's thick and what's thin because it stands out. Oh, much better. Let's try that again. There we go. All right, so let's switch over to the big Sharpie. If you're using a pencil, you just draw away. Don't worry about it, okay? So I'm just going to draw her shoulders into her arm over here and just start working my way down, okay? So her neck you can't see because of the way she's bent over, but you can see where her shoulder is. And we'll go ahead and draw her sleeve. How's that? Does that make sense for you? We'll do the same thing over here. Let's draw this one here, not the sleeve, the edge of her sleeve, because this one goes to skin, right? So now I can draw her shoulder, the top of it like this, and then the other one is coming up like this because she's bent over, and we're going to draw her arm to her elbow, to the forearm, all the way to the glove. So we'll do the same thing over here, elbow to the forearm, to the wrist is what I was trying to say, to the glove. And oh, you know what? Oh, I messed up. She has armband and some color on there too, but what I like to do is add just a hint of extra like that. You could tell that it's over. I didn't do it, but that's okay. That's fine. And same thing here. She's got the big glove on with the communicator, and it doesn't stand out that it's over her. And I apologize, but you know what? It's late, and I'm just trying to do this for you guys to have some fun. So hopefully you'll forgive me, okay? So let's draw the edge of the glove like that. And so now I just have her hand kind of out like this, kind of a ta-da, you know? So I'm going to draw the top of her hand to the thumb into the roundness of the hand right there. And I'm going to draw the fingers basically the way I drew them. So I'm going to draw one finger out like that. Draw the middle finger up like that. It's a little bit taller. Draw, let's see, the ring finger like this. And then the pinky finger just kind of out. Okay, so then I'm going to draw the other part of her hand in like this. And we'll do the gloves like that. And I like to do, it's a little bit long. It could have been shorter, you know, but it's okay. This is my glove. I'll draw it the way I want. And we'll just have some fun like that. Creases and folds. Okay, color will take care of that anyway, so don't worry about it. Okay, so now let's draw this hand. So this one, it's going to be the same thing, but it's a little more boxed because of the way her metallic robotic arm is. So I'm going to do something like this. Bring it in like that. And same thing, she's got the glove on, so. Alright, and so since it's like that weird metallic sheen thing, I'm not going to do too much here because I want color to take care of it. But I will do something like that, just so you can see that it's that it's not not mechanic, but it's like metallic looking look to it, you know? Okay, so let's draw the other glove. With the other glove, I'm going to have just kind of her hand over, you know, kind of like on her stomach or belly where she's bent over, bowing, you know? So I'm going to draw the top of her thumb like that over the hand, and then her knuckles are like this. So she's got one finger like this. The other one's bent in like that. You can't really see the rest, so we'll just kind of do like that. Okay? That'll work. Okay, so now we're going to draw the rest of her, and she's got, let's see, let's draw this real fast. Normally I would do this with color, but I'm going to give you something to draw. She's got those straps that connect, and they're the same color as these things. So just to have something with the costume. Yes, and to make that noise. Okay, so because she's bent over, you can see her breasts a little bit more, so we're going to draw them in like this, like that, and then we can draw her waist like this, because she's bent over, so it's exaggerated just a little bit. And she has a belt on, but we can't quite see it because of the way she's bent over. So we're just going to kind of do like this to that's where the belt is going to be. Okay, so now we're just basically going to draw the legs. And so her hips, she's bent over, but you can still see the front leg here like this, and it's going to come in and out, in and out. And what that is those are the straps. And so I'm going to draw all the way down to the shoe. Okay, so come over here, do a couple little bumps for the knee, and down here for the belt. The belt. Whew, it's late. The top of the shoe, it's going to flare out just a little bit like that. Draw some more bumps. Come up here for the leg. We're going to go in, and back out. I'm going to draw some folds for her crotch from where her pants are folded over. And let's go ahead and just draw all these lines in real fast. Okay, so let's see. I've got it in. I'm going to go in to in, like that, and like that. Okay? Let's go ahead and draw some folds and creases while we're here. You know what? Let's have some fun. And we'll do like that again. Okay, I'm not going to go crazy because I'm not there yet. I shouldn't be adding on to it. So, okay, so I got to draw her knee pad over here. So we're going to draw her leg to some wrinkle close like this. This leg in to some wrinkles and folds to the knee pad. So, and again, we'll give it like a 3D look like that. So this one has the shin protectors, right? So we can go ahead, it's straight on. So we're just going to draw it like that. Draw some material behind it, and that's where the boot's going to be. And again, some creases and folds real fast. Like that. A couple in here, just to show that it's material underneath there. And now we just got to draw the boots. So let's just draw some big old regular boots like this. Coming in like that. Coming in hot. And then we got to draw the toe, treads, something like that, just to show that. Toes kind of over like that, if that'll help you. I'm not going to worry about the laces. We're going to do that with color. And here, this one's pointed straight at you, so it's going to go straight down. So there's the edge. Back behind that, can't really see it. Same thing here. Back behind that, can't see it. Draw the toe, that round part like that, coming in. And again, you can't really see the tread because it's going to look pointed right at you. So I'm going to do that. And there's that line, if that'll help you out. Okay. So, the last thing I was going to do real fast before I forget, just that, just for the gloves, you know. And let's take care of the rest with color. So that is Wonder. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.